Hey everyone, it's Coach Josh Gerry, and this episode I wanted to talk about size. Now everybody says, does size matter? And of course we're talking about in professional wrestling. And I guess there is a certain stereotype or a stigma or just a general idea of what people expect a professional wrestler to look like and what size they expect them to be. But no, size doesn't matter in professional wrestling. Remember, professional wrestlers are larger than life, and it's a contest between two individuals, whether it be through strength or speed or technique. And so, of course, just like boxing or amateur wrestling or UFC or anything like that, usually the bigger, stronger guy is going to win. And so that's kind of, I guess, where that stereotype came from. WWE up in the north, land of the giants, they liked them big, 6'5" to 6'8", 7 foot in some cases. But no, size doesn't matter. Guys like Shawn Michaels, Daniel Bryan, Rey Mysterio, guys that were under 6 feet tall but reached the pinnacle of the mountain, either main evented WrestleMania or, whatever. Size isn't really that big of a deal now. When I started, I'm 6'2", and I was 150 pounds, so like a string bean, right? Starting professional wrestling. But I knew that in order to be successful, I needed to at least look like an athlete. And I was still in the Marine Corps, so I was still working out, but I was having a hard time gaining weight, and I was trying to get up to 200. I was at like 180, 190, really trying to get to 200. And then once I got over 200, I actually kept going and got up to about 250, kind of got a little fat and had to bring it back down. But size isn't that big of a deal as long as you look like an athlete. Well, you're not going to go out there at 130, 140 pounds and you're not going to win a match with a power slam or a choke slam or anything like that. You've got to be smart about it. You got to win with quickness. You need to have technique, and you need to at least look like you're in peak physical form. If you are 130 pounds and you've got a beer gut, it's kind of hard to take you serious as a professional wrestler. But if you're 5'6", 175 pounds, and you're just solid muscle, you look like a professional wrestler. A lot of guys aren't as big as you think they are. I had a trainee one time, true story, said, man, Rey Mysterio can really move for a guy his size. How big do you think Rey Mysterio is? Oh, he's got to be at least 5'9", 5'10". No, Rey's like 5'3". Now, of course, this was back when he was in WCW, so he was wrestling guys that were closer to his size. And when he got to WWE, he's wrestling Big Show, Undertaker. It's a little bit more obvious to see. But he's a former world champion, face of a company. So no, size doesn't matter. But having size, being taller, being bigger, being ripped, having a different look about you, that will make you different. That will make you stand out, but it's not needed. Daniel Bryan proved that. He was the underdog. He didn't really have super toned musculature, but he looked like he could actually get in there and wrestle, and he did. He showed it night in and night out. So if you don't look like an athlete, it's kind of hard for people to take you serious as one, much less a professional wrestler. So you've got to show them in other ways. Now, I'm not saying that everybody in professional wrestling needs to look like a Greek Adonis, look like John Cena or Chris Masters or anything like that. No, you just have to look like an athlete. There are plenty of guys in professional wrestling that do not have muscle tone, but they can be considered an actual threat in professional wrestling. The Beer City Bruiser, Brian Malonis, Samoa Joe, guys like that, where they don't have a bodybuilder physique, but they definitely look like they could bring the pain. So no, ultimately size does not matter in professional wrestling. It's the look that's associated with it. So if you're looking to get into professional wrestling, don't let the fact that you're 5'3", 140 pounds, kill your dream of being a professional wrestler. Do it. You never know, you could be the next Rey Mysterio. And also don't think because you're 6'4" and you weigh 150 pounds and you look like olive oil from the Popeye cartoons that you can't be a professional wrestler either. You can learn nutrition. You can gain weight. You can gain muscle. You can work out and learn those things. Go ahead and learn professional wrestling now. Don't wait for your body to catch up unless you're like 9. Your body will develop. Nothing trains you like professional wrestling training does. So if you're not getting into training because you think you're too small, don't. I know a lot of guys that are small, but they're pretty darn talented. And I know guys that aren't physically imposing as far as their musculature goes, but they can flat out go and actually surprise quite a few people. Hopefully that answered your question. Size does not matter in professional wrestling. As always, check me out at joshgerry.com and all the social medias, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, etc. Comment on the video. Send me those questions. I'll get them out there. Try to get them answered. Until then, I can't even talk. I'm so excited. Until next time, guys, keep driving and striving.